Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Asad Yaqub once again with another insight into IELTS. Now, what happened? One of my students from USA, and he's planning to go to Canada from USA, and he wants to get immigration, and for that he needs at least 7 bands. And he tried several times, and first this happened with him that he was not getting 7 bands in reading. So he approached me for reading, and I gave him classes for a couple of months, and afterwards what happened, he got 7.5 bands in reading, but unfortunately he got 6.5 in writing, and before that he had scored 7.5 in writing. And this time when he achieved his target in reading module, he got low band score in writing. I had another student from USA who had taken IELTS test more than 4 or 5 times, and if you collect her 4 IELTS test results, then she was getting her required band, but actually she was not getting that band in one test. For example, she needed actually 7 each. So what happened? In one test she had 3 7s with 1 6. In another test she had another 3 7s but 1 6 in another module. Then she repeated where she got 6. In the next test she got 7, but in another test, in another module she got 6.5. So this actually irritated me, and I started thinking that it's just not 2 students. There are thousands of students who are repeating their IELTS because in 1 or 2 modules they are not getting their required band score. Then I decided to do something about it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to forward a request email to Cambridge University, and I want you to support me in that. I mean, if one candidate has cleared 3 modules, for example, if one candidate has got the required band score in 3 modules and in only 1 module that candidate hasn't got the required band score, he should be allowed to resit only in that module. Let me tell you, we are from India and Pakistan, and you know, over here in our education system, same is the case in Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal and all that. What happens here, whenever we appear in our exams, if we fail 1 subject, or even if we fail 2 subjects, now I think it's 1 subject, if you fail 1 subject, they give you chance to repeat that very subject, to reappear in the exam, and then they add your result with the rest of your result and you clear the test. So I'm going to forward a request mail to Cambridge University, because thousands of people, we still belong to relatively poor countries. I mean, our countries are not very rich countries that we can afford to pay this much amount to them. So I'm going to forward a request email. If you like this idea, if you are with me, I want you to go to the comment of this video and write your comment, and I also want you to forward a request email to Cambridge University that if one candidate has got 2 7s and the requirement of that candidate is all 7, he should be allowed to sit in reading test only, to sit in speaking test only, to sit in writing test only, and the fee should be revised accordingly as well. This is my request, and this is what I request Cambridge University, and you are going to support me in that. With your support, this is going to be possible. Otherwise, I know a student who has taken IELTS 17 times, 17 times, and the problem is same. I mean, in one test, he's getting 3 7s and 1 6.5. In the next test, where he got 6.5, he's getting 7.5, but where he got 7 before, there he's getting 6 bands. Then he got it again, and all that, this is happening. So please, I'm just going to launch this campaign, and it's just going to be a peaceful request campaign to Cambridge University from all of us, because you know, I can feel this thing that, I mean, how you earn the money and how the whole procedure of immigration is stressful and all that stuff. So this is going to be a request from all of us, and we are going to forward this request. I mean, I want you to get the email address from Google, and then you should also send them very good emails, very brief emails, and you should make a request that we should be allowed, I mean there should be some changes in IELTS and we should be allowed to take the second time test, but in the second time test it should not be like that we take complete test. If we got 7 bands in 2 modules, then the next time we would only appear in 2 modules and the fee should be revised accordingly as well. I mean, I can feel your pain, I can feel your trouble as well. That's why I started thinking, I mean that student of mine from USA, he is literally depressed. I mean, if he puts all his IELTS result on the table, he's got so many TRF of IELTS, if he puts all the things on the table, he is getting his required band. But unfortunately, he is not getting that required band on 1 TRF. That is what his problem is. So let's make a humble request. Let's make a very polite request from Cambridge University to revise this method of reappearing in IELTS so that the students, they could get their required band score and they could achieve their dreams, they could achieve their goals as well. Otherwise, I have seen students, they have paid the money for IELTS and for immigration. I mean, they sold some of their cattle, some of them sold their piece of land, some of them sold their house, or some of them sold their mother's jewelry, gold jewelry, just to go through this IELTS test. So I request Cambridge University and I want you to join me to be my voice, and let's request them together. Let's send them mail together to revise this thing. If anybody wants to reappear in listening test, should be allowed to reappear in listening. If somebody wants to reappear in speaking test only, he should be allowed to reappear, and they can give us the chances, like 2 chances. Okay, you appeared in 1 IELTS test, after that you've got 2 chances to reappear in one of the modules, and if you don't clear in 2 chances, then you have to give the full test once again. So let's just make this request and let's launch this peaceful campaign. We just humbly request them and let's see if they're going to change it, because you know IELTS is meant for us. IELTS is not for the Western world. IELTS is for the people like Indian people, Pakistani people, Bengalis, Nepalis. In Africa, there are many people. So IELTS is basically for the developing world, because the people from the developing world, they want to go to the progressed countries and all that. So that's why let's make this peaceful campaign and we request them, and let's see what happens as the outcome of this campaign. What I want you is just comment if you like this idea, and then second thing, get the address of Cambridge University and send them this email that they should revise their policies and they should revise the structure, and we should be allowed to sit in an individual module as well. This is the thing, and now it's up to you. If you join me, if we do this together, probably we can succeed as well. Thank you very much. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best. May you get your required bench score. May this process of taking IELTS become easier for you, and may you achieve your dreams. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.